All right, welcome back, Brick Maniacs, to World War Brick 2025. I'm George Hicks, and I'm here with Jacob, Lego military nerd on Instagram. What have you brought here? This is like awesome, extremely impressive.
Yeah, so this is called Mountain Pass Strike, and it was actually something that I came up with driving home from World War Brick 2023. I came up with it on a napkin, actually. And,
That's
came up with it, kind of just came to fruition this past year, and just been building at it, working at it. The first thing, of course, was the train. And the train was supposed to be the main focal point, and built it and realized that, oh, wow, this thing's going to be a lot bigger than we thought, and it's going to take a lot more pieces. And, but the train really set the scale for this whole thing, and really liked it, really liked how that turned out, and we wanted to make sure we had the planes in there for sure. Was something that we really wanted to have. And I guess the main kind of eye catcher too is also that explosion, right?
Yes, this is fantastic. You got P-51 flying right into the side of the mountain. I'm assuming maybe he was trying to make a strafing run.
Yeah. Either he didn't make it or got that 88 right there. He could have gotten hit. It's up to interpretation if he got out, if he didn't. But I like to think he did. But we'll never know. But his plane did bite the dust on that one.
This is some great rock work here, and I especially love the tunnel entrance here. And I mean, it goes all the way back.
Some of the way back,
but quite a way in.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, is there anything in specific you want to talk about? I mean, we've already been talking about quite a few Easter eggs
absolutely. So I'll just kind of take you through the scene. So kind of like I said, we have these two P-51s here. His wingman did bite it, but these two are coming in with a strafing run. So one's dropping his ordnance. We're going to have them both strafing the train here. As we move a little further down, we do have that main train, right? I believe it's a DBR-50. So they had a bunch of different train variations that they used throughout the war, but this is the one I really wanted to use because it had that armor plating on it, kind of gave that tough look. But they have like an armored train, but again, this kind of made that balance for me a little bit. And you got that flat crew back there, Brickmania Figs back there, kind of arming that. And as you move down a little bit more, we have that American airborne unit actually scaling those rocks that kind of surprised that Germans over there.
Yeah, that's an awesome rope ladder.
Yeah, so that
done there.
Yeah,
coming
absolutely.
Out of the
so the rope
down there
is actually the real way they would have tied that back in 1940s. So they would have taught their Rangers and stuff how to tie that. And it was really interesting to, do that in Lego, right? You have all the diagrams of them doing it with like real ropes and real sticks, and now you're doing it with bars, Lego bars, and string. Yeah, so it's a little different, a little learning step for sure. But hey, if you get in the situation, I guess I know how to tie myself out of it. So.
So you could climb your way out.
Exactly. So then I'm moving on a little bit more. You got that machine gun nest right there. So those guys definitely got surprised, right? They're set up facing the woods, expecting something, but got attacked from the side. And then that big, flat crew over there. You got those German guys arming it. You got loading it. I got the guy over here. He's got a rangefinder. The German rangefinder looks a little goofy. It's like a giant tube, but he holds it up to his head like that. And you got the commander up there. He's got he's looking for targets, spotting them, letting know where he's at. So they're firing that. Got the loaders in the back. Got a couple spent shells on the ground there. And then next to it, got the cottage. So I assume it's like a house. Commandeered.
And I love how you've got that kind of sitting at an angle instead of just square with the edge there. That's a nice touch.
Absolutely. It was something I tried to do. I did it with the jumpers and the tiles, because again, flat is good, but just try to vary it up a little bit, it looks dynamic, it looks interesting. So got that in there. Sadly, no interior on this one, but it's something
that's understandable.
It's something had a little more time, I'd absolutely love to do that. So, but again, they're commandeered that house, so they're all around it, got their supplies around it and such.
So more beautiful rock work around the edge here, coming down I'm assuming would be like a nice river.
Yeah, I assume it keeps going. Got the mountain range, whatever. I kind of imagine this like in the Alps kind of region, right? Or in Italy or something like that. But definitely where you got that German type of like vibe, cottages up there like that.
Awesome. Well, is there anything else you want to point out? Or?
Well, I can point out some of the Easter eggs. It's my favorite part of every mock, right?
I've found a few, but I'm sure I haven't seen them all.
Yeah, absolutely. So we'll start this way and work our way. So I don't know if you may have seen, but back here we have a tree guy. I don't know if he's an Allied spy or, just part of a native, part of the tree force, but he's coming out to help out the Allies. As we move on towards like the passenger car, we can see the Inglorious Bastards in there. Those were also Brickmania Figs. And then throughout, we got some guys playing some poker. And then you got some enlisted guys in there with someone with a baby German Shepherd, actually.
Oh, awesome.
Oblivious to the chaos, of course, right?
Obvious.
Yeah, and then as you move down, we got the Germans are transporting 2 Tigers. I think somebody may have messed up on that shipping manifest, so someone might get fired there. And as you keep going up, we got, or actually, we'll go a little bit further down. Sorry, there is we've got a troll underneath the bridge over there, right?
I missed the
That's
troll.
what we're looking for. Yeah, and then all the way in the back, we got this German kayaker. You know, he's riding those waves, feeling that little
yeah.
wake. He's got to avoid that wing and that plane, but you know, that's something that he'll have to figure out, right? So we'll be all right. And then further up, we got, of course, that mountain goat, and then we got our American eagle, right? Got to have that. If
Gotta
you're doing
have
any kind of
America.
an eagle. And then actually up at the very, very top, we have that. It's actually a reference to Better Off Dead movie. You got to see it. You know, it's got a ski scene in it. He skis on one ski. He's escaping the guy on the bike.
Yeah.
It's comedy, and 80s comedy, you know, a little older. But, you know, it could also be Tom Cruise, you know, whoever you think it could be. And then right in the middle there is just a miner. He's looking for that gold in that giant mountain there.
Awesome. Tell us, is this a custom print? Is that part of the set?
So all the prints here are custom. We actually did all this. So funny thing about this yellow one, though, it's actually the symbol for like the National German Railway throughout World War II. And so it's interesting because near the end of the war, you'll see bunches of American troops as they commandeer these train cars and stuff. They'll be riding in that with those German symbols and stuff just because they're using it to transport their own troops.
Interesting.
But yeah, all this, we try to get those symbols as close to what it would have been, you know, back in the day. So we try to go for the realism, but we don't want to go, you know, we want to keep that balance in there.
Yeah.
So we're going for that.
It looks great.
Thank you very much.
Really appreciate you coming out to World War Brick. I know we missed you last year.
Yeah, I'm glad to be back. It's awesome to be here with the community and see all these amazing builds here.
Perfect. Well, Jacob, thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Tune in. We'll be speaking to some more people later.
Thank you.